In the heart of a quiet Hausa village, Aminu, a humble blacksmith, lived a life of simple means. His forge was filled with the rhythmic clanging of iron against anvil as he shaped tools and ornaments for the villagers. Despite his modest status, Aminu's skill with metalwork and his gentle nature earned him respect. Zarah, the only daughter of Sakibala, the village chief, lived a world apart. She was known for her beauty and her graceful presence. Her life was one of duty, bound by the expectations of her family and the traditions that governed the village. Her father, eager to strengthen his position, had promised her hand in marriage to Malam Dauda, a wealthy but arrogant merchant. But Zara's heart belonged elsewhere. Beneath the shade of the ancient Akai tree in the edge of the village, she and Aminu would meet in secret. Their love was pure and unshakable, yet it defied every rule of their world. Our love is like the fire in your forge, Zara whispered one night as they sat under the stars. It burns brightly, but it will destroy us if anyone finds out. Aminu took her hand, then let it burn. I'd rather face the flames than live without you. Nefisia, Zara's childhood friend, watched them from the shadows. Once inseparable, their friendship had grown stained as Nefisia's jealousy festered. She had always envied Zara's life and resented her closeness with Aminu, who Nefisia secretly admired. One evening, Nefisia approached the village elders with what she called a disturbing truth. She spoke of secret meetings and whispered vows beneath the Akira tree. The elders, guardians of traditions, were outraged. This is a disgrace, thundered Sakibala when he was informed. My daughter, breaking the laws of our ancestors, she will marry Malam Dauda as promised. Nefisa watched silently as her words unleashed a storm, a flicker of satisfaction in her eyes. Aminu and Zara were summoned before the council. The entire village gathered in the central square, the air thick with tension. The elders sat in a semicircle, their abadas flowing like the weight of tradition itself. Aminu, declared the chief elder, you have defiled the honor of this village. You will leave never to return. And Zara, you will marry Malam Dauda as your father has decreed. Zara, trembling but resolute, rose to her feet. Gasps ripped through the crowd. No, she said, her voice steady. I will not marry a man I do not love. The village fell silent. No woman had ever spoken against the council. Zara's defiance was both shocking and inspiring. That night, as Aminu prepared to leave the village, a fire erupted beneath the Ikea tree. Flames consumed its branches, casting an airy glow across the village. To the elders, it was a sign from the ancestors. Villagers rushed to extinguish the fire, but the tree was reduced to ash. Zara stood at the edge of the crowd, her tears reflecting the flames. Aminu watched from a distance, his heart heavy with despair. This is the wrath of the gods, murmured one elder. We must reconsider our judgments. The next morning, the village gathered once more. This time, it wasn't the elders who spoke, it was the people. Women stepped forward one after another, sharing their stories of sacrifices made in the name of tradition. Zara has given us courage, said one woman. We too have suffered in silence. It's time for change. The elders listened. Their once unyielding authority now questioned. Even Sakibala, torn between his love for his daughter and his duty, felt the weight of the villagers' voice. In a surprising turn, the council reversed its decision. Aminu was allowed to stay, and Zara was freed from her arranged marriage. Malam Dauda stormed away in anger, but the village stood firm. Aminu and Zara's love, once forbidden, became a symbol of hope and change. The charred remains of the acacia tree sprouted new leaves, a sign that the ancestors had forgiven them. The village began to embrace new ways, balancing tradition with progress. And as Aminu and Zara walked hand in hand through the savannah at sunrise, they knew their love had not only changed their lives, but the soul of the village itself. Because when the village speaks, even the ancestors listen.